Wow, just look at that. That is absolutely amazing. Hello, welcome to Waypoint Survival. Today, I'm gonna show you an idiot-proof fire starter. You're gonna like this one. Stay tuned. So some time ago, I was doing research for the Silver Wolves class, put on by Blackie Thomas, and if you're not already subscribed to his channel, I would encourage you to do so. He's a wealth of information. He's got a great YouTube channel, all things camping, survival, bushcraft, just a lot of topics that he covers. But as I was doing research for the class, again, this is for mostly older people, but can really work for anybody. But I was looking for a foolproof method to start a fire, something that would be simple and easy, something that didn't require being able to strike a match or flick a Bic lighter or even with a ferro rod. Because sometimes when you're cold, you're tired, you're miserable, you're distraught, maybe a little out of sorts by being lost, don't really want to spend an extra night out in the woods, maybe a little concerned that people back home will be afraid for you and what's going on with you, and maybe no means of good communication. But in a time like that, you need a fire starter that will really work well for you. Now, I came up with the pull start fire. Now, I didn't invent this, but when I found it, I couldn't believe what a great product it was, and I hadn't really heard about it before. So it's very, very simple. It doesn't require anything special. There's 3 of them that come in this box, and I'll make sure and put a link down below to Amazon where you can pick up some for yourself. What's amazing about this is it requires no matches, no kindling. It lights wet wood, it's windproof, it's rainproof, and it burns for about 30 minutes. That's amazing. And so I'm going to demonstrate this for you, and I'm going to show you a couple different things you can do with it, and I think that you'll agree this is something that every outdoors person should have in their pack. It's not very big, it doesn't take up a lot of room, and for the price, it could save your life. Let's get to it. So I've got some sticks here in the bucket, I've got some water in a jug, and I'm going to go ahead and just water all this down and make sure that it's nice and wet. Okay, so you can see, obviously, it's very wet. There's water down in the bottom. So generally speaking, this would be very, very hard to get started. Using this pull start fire is extremely simple. It has just a little bit of plastic over it. You can remove that. You can either keep it or burn it. Now, it does have a tab that you have to pull out so that you can actually use it. So you just pull that out like so. And then you'll notice that there is a red string on this side, and it's a couple of feet long. On this side, there is a green string, and it's got a loop around it. Now, what this is for is you can actually put this around a piece of wood, but this is the end that you pull. To start it, you simply hold it like this, and then you give it a pull. All right, as you can see, it starts really well, almost too well. Let me get it back here into the camera. You can see it a little better. All right, now I'm gonna take this wet wood, and I'm gonna put it right on top, just like this. And I'm gonna show you how this can start even a wet pile of firewood. Now, you do have to be very, very careful when you pull this because, again, as you saw, it really should be on the ground. I was trying to demonstrate, and I'm going to do another one here in a minute, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, well, that's burning and getting that wet pile of firewood going. I've got another one here, and what's neat about this is just split firewood. You don't even have to have any tinder for this to work. So again, we're going to open the package, remove the little plastic tab, just like this. I'm going to pocket the trash and debris. Red string on one side, again just a length of jute is what it is. And then over on this side, as you can see, the loop. And what we're going to do with this one, we're going to take piece of firewood and we're going to put this loop around it, just like this. and that's going to hold it. As you saw the first time I tried it, now you can hold it and do this, it's fine. You can just drop it on the ground, throw some wet firewood on it. If you have trouble getting down or you have issues with your hips or knees, this is a perfect fire starter. Perfect for the backyard, as a matter of fact. All right, so we're going to put this here. And I'm going to zoom in on it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, with this piece of wood holding it down, I'm going to go ahead and pull this. There you can see it starts to go. And now all we have to do is put our firewood around it. Just like that. And I know it's hard to believe, but without any tinder, without anything extra, this will light an actual pile of firewood. As you can see over here, we've already got a really good fire started. The wet wood is being dried out, and we can now throw some more on here if we want to, but this fire is sustainable. And remember, this is going to burn for a half an hour. So that's plenty of time to dry out this wet wood. Even wood that's far more damp than what that was from putting a gallon of water on it. And there you can see under our pile of firewood, it's burning very strongly, and it's starting to ignite the wood. We're getting some pretty nice smoke coming up from the top of it. There's the first fire we started. I'll let that burn just a little bit, and then I'll turn the camera back on and show you what it looks like. I don't know about you, but I'm really impressed. That's been burning maybe 10 minutes, and as you can see, I have not changed the wood, I've not rearranged it, I haven't put any accelerant on it. This right here, this could save your life. This is something that everybody needs in their pack, at least one of these, and this can go in all but the smallest of kits. You could stick it in a pocket, and I think that for the money, it is well worth it. And again, I'll put a link down below where you can get it on Amazon, and I think you should check that out. And at least try it, play around with it, and like I said, I believe that it's well worth the money that you spend for something that is this effective with wet wood, requires no matches, no fire starting ability of any kind. If you got somebody that's struggling to start a fire, or you're trying to put together a bug out bag or a survival kit for someone that you love, maybe for a Christmas present, throw a pack of these in there, and then you'll be helping them a lot. If a crisis or an emergency occurs and they just absolutely have to start a fire and stay warm, you can certainly do that. Hey everybody, I want to shoot a little addendum to this video. I didn't realize when I was filming, but I was using my Rode wireless microphone, and I was in a hurry, and I'm stooped over, and I'm rushing around trying to film the video, and I sound like I'm having a really hard time breathing. I'm really not. I was just in a really big hurry. For those of you who are concerned, I work out multiple times a week. My cardiovascular conditioning is pretty good. But anyway, I didn't realize till I was editing that right there was picking up all of my breathing. And it really sounds labored and terrible. So I just wanted to give you a little explanation for that. Thanks everybody for your support. This is James Bender for Waypoint Survival. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also make sure and check out the links in the description box below just under the More button. And while you're down there, you'll also find our waypointsurvival.com link. And this is where you can sign up to take great survival and bushcraft classes here at our beautiful training facility in Southern Ohio. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. And when you do subscribe, make sure and press that bell button so that you can stay notified of all of our upcoming videos, and we'll talk to you next time.